Since the beginning of time, humans have been fascinated by strange and powerful creatures. We hear about them in old stories, see them in movies, and wonder if they were ever real. But what if some of these legends were actually based on real animals that once roamed the earth? In this video, we'll uncover the truth behind 4 mythical creatures that may have actually existed. Stay tuned! Our first creature is Goblin. You've probably seen goblins in movies or video games, small, strange creatures that live in dark caves or forests. But did you know goblin stories have been around for hundreds of years? In old Europe, people believed goblins were real. They were said to be short, with big ears, sharp teeth, and wrinkled skin that was green, gray, or even black. Goblins were known for causing trouble, stealing things, playing mean tricks, or leading travelers the wrong way in the woods. Some stories even said goblins lived inside houses, hiding in the walls or under the floorboards. At night, people claimed to hear them moving around, whispering or laughing in the dark. And sometimes, goblins were blamed when food went missing or strange things happened. But were goblins ever real? Some experts believe the idea of goblins may have been inspired by ancient small hominids like Homo floresiensis, a tiny human species that lived thousands of years ago on remote islands. These hobbit people were short, mysterious, and skilled at hiding. Others say the myths came from sightings of animals like foxes, or from people hearing strange night sounds in forests and old houses. In the end, goblins could be part memory of real ancient creatures and part human imagination. On the list, our second creature is Vadinoi. In old Slavic myths, people feared a strange creature called the Vadinoi. They believed this water spirit lived at the bottom of rivers, lakes, and ponds, waiting for the right moment to pull people under. The Vadinoi was said to look like an old man with green hair, a long beard made of weeds, and skin that felt slimy like a fish. His body was bloated and covered in mud, with red glowing eyes that could see through the darkest waters. Fishermen and villagers told stories of hearing splashes at night and seeing bubbles rise when no one was there. If someone went too close to the water, the Vadinoi might grab them and drag them down forever. People would even throw offerings into rivers, like bread or coins, to keep him happy. But could the Vadinoi have been inspired by something real? Some believe the legend may have come from ancient creatures like Beelzebufo, also called the devil frog. This massive prehistoric frog lived about 70 million years ago and could grow over 16 inches long, with a body strong enough to eat small animals. Imagine seeing something like that in dark, muddy water. Others say the Vadinoi stories came from the natural dangers of deep water itself, things that seemed alive when the river moved at night. In the end, maybe the Vadinoi was just a way to warn people, stay away from dark water. On the list, our third creature is Ning Jin. For years, sailors have told stories about a strange creature spotted in the freezing waters near Antarctica. They call it the Ning Jin, which means human in Japanese, because it looks so much like one. The Ning Jin is said to be as large as a whale, with pale, white skin and long, human-like arms. Some describe it with small eyes and a slit-like mouth, while others say it has no face at all. When sailors see it, the Ning Jin floats silently along the surface, then slips beneath the ice without a sound. Many people think these stories started as sailor myths, passed around during long, lonely nights at sea. But what could have inspired such a strange legend? Some experts believe the idea of the Ning Jin may have come from sightings of giant sea creatures. Albino whales, large rays, or huge squids could appear ghostly in the moonlight or fog, especially in the icy waters of the south. Others think the legend might be linked to ancient sea monsters like Leedsichthys, a giant fish from prehistoric times that could grow over 50 feet long. In the end, maybe the Ning Jin is part real creature, part mystery, and part fear of what's still hiding deep in the ocean. Our last creature is the Aramanthian Boar. In ancient Greek myths, there was a wild beast so powerful that even heroes feared it, the Aramanthian Boar. This giant boar lived on Mount Aramanthus and was known for its strength, speed, and rage. The stories say it had huge tusks, sharp as swords, and could tear through trees and rocks like they were nothing. People in nearby villages lived in fear, as this creature would charge through fields, destroy crops, and sometimes even attack travelers. The Aramanthian boar became famous because of the hero Hercules. Capturing this beast was one of his great labors. It took all of Hercules' strength and skill to trap the boar and bring it back alive. But was this monster just a myth? Many believe the Aramanthian boar legend could have been inspired by the giant wild boars that once roamed parts of Europe and Asia. Some of these animals grew much larger than modern pigs, with tusks that were truly dangerous. Fossils and ancient remains show that these huge boars were real, and early people may have turned them into legends as their stories were passed down. So maybe the Aramanthian boar was based on a creature that actually walked the earth.
Number 4. Giant Lion. In ancient Greek myths, there was a lion so powerful no weapon could hurt it. They called it the Nemean lion, and it took a demigod, Heracles, to defeat it with his bare hands. People believed this lion was not just big, it was unbeatable. But what if this wasn't just a story? Thousands of years later, scientists discovered fossils of a real giant lion, the American lion. It was the biggest cat to ever walk the earth, larger than today's lions, tigers, or even ligers. It could grow over 12 feet long and take down huge prey like mammoths and giant bison. These lions once ruled across North America before vanishing around 11,000 years ago, right when humans started hunting other big animals, too. And guess what? In those icy times, stories were passed from tribe to tribe about giant cats who ruled the wild. So maybe the Nemean lion wasn't just fantasy. Maybe it was a memory of something real, something terrifying. And lucky for us, these kings of the past are no longer hunting. Number 3. Griffin. In ancient myths, travelers spoke of a beast guarding mountains full of gold. It had the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, and eyes sharp as swords. They called it the Griffin, strong like a lion, fast like a bird, and impossible to defeat. In Greek and Persian stories, griffins were known to attack anyone who came near their treasure. But for a long time, people thought it was just fantasy, until strange bones were found. Long ago, traders on the Silk Road discovered fossils in the Gobi Desert. Creatures with beaks, claws, and 4 legs. They believed they had found real griffins. Years later, scientists realized these were Protoceratops, a dinosaur with a bird-like face and a lion-shaped body. No wings, but to ancient eyes, it looked exactly like the creature from their stories. And guess what? These fossils were found near old gold mines. So maybe griffins weren't just made-up monsters. Maybe they were ancient memories of beasts that once ruled the mountains. Because legends, they always begin with something real. Number 2. Mokombembe. In the heart of Africa, deep inside the Congo rainforest, tribes tell stories of a river monster so huge it can block the flow of water. They call it Mokombembe. They say it has a long neck like a giraffe, a thick body like an elephant, and a tail like a crocodile. It doesn't eat people, but it attacks anyone who enters its territory. Fishermen refuse to go near certain lakes, saying this creature still lives there, silently watching. For years, explorers from around the world have gone searching. Some claim they saw something large move under the water. Others found giant footprints too big for any known animal, but no one ever caught it clearly on camera. Here's what's wild. Its body shape almost exactly matches the sauropod, a long-necked dinosaur believed to have gone extinct 65 million years ago. Yet, the rainforest is so massive and unexplored, some scientists say it's possible that something unknown is still hiding. Could Mokombembe be a living dinosaur? Or just a mix of myth and memory passed down over time? One thing's for sure, in a jungle that big, not everything wants to be found. Number 1. Indusworm. Long ago, ancient Greek writers spoke of a strange creature from the Indian subcontinent. They called it the Indusworm, a huge, snake-like beast that lived near the Indus River. They believed it was so massive and dangerous that locals hunted it for its special powers, and even used its body to collect flammable oil. Sounds wild, right? But here's what's interesting. India has no record of such a worm in its own legends. So where did this story come from? Let's go back millions of years. At that time, a real creature called Arthropleura roamed the earth. It looked like a giant millipede, but way scarier. This bug wasn't your average creepy crawler. It was the largest land invertebrate ever, as long as a Volkswagen car. And guess what? Fossils of Arthropleura have been found in parts of ancient landmasses connected to today's South Asia. So maybe, just maybe, when the Greeks saw Indians using natural oil from the ground, they mixed it with fossil finds and made up a creature that never really existed. Or maybe something like the Indus worm did crawl across the earth, long before humans were here to fear it.